How well do you know yourself? That's a great question, right? Do you really know yourself? Ask yourself right now, how well do I know myself? And I'm not talking about your favorite food. I'm not talking about your favorite show to watch or your favorite thing to wear. Do you really see who you are? Do you really know what you're capable of? For a long time, I thought I knew what I was capable of, but I wasn't always tapping into it. I wasn't always acknowledging it. So ask yourself that question too. If you really know what you're capable of and you know who you are you living that? Are you living up to it? Are you living up to the individual that the Creator has made you?
A man has skills, he's so real, never got love appeal. Girls used to say, yeah, letting go digging me, and we big at me, make my skin glow. From the gutter around the globe, traveling to see the world, be flying like a squirrel. Since a little shorty, they ain't understand the story, trying not to get naughty. Oh, I was a silly cat, now I'm a goat. They be calling me Billy Jack, yeah, I'm living that good life, I feel great. Wasn't always this, I had to escape. Now this man is deep as Atlantis. One of my manners, haters can't stand this. Gotta get a grip, still up, I can't trip. Only got love, gotta mind my lip. Elevate, demonstrate, motivate, now let's get it. I'm coming out of myself, and it's time for me to get it in. Let's get it in, yo. Get it in. I'm coming out of myself, break out and it's shells. Time for me to get it in. Be the true you. Get it in.
Hello, my beautiful people. I welcome you back to the King Omar Sharif Show, where love and light come together. This show is all about you, your mind, your body, your soul. I believe if we can control those three things, we'll find happiness. All right, y'all, I thank you once again for clicking on me, for clicking on this face right here on this YouTube channel. I thank you. It's the King Omar Sharif Show. If this is your first time seeing this channel, I'm here every Tuesday night sharing love, sharing light, sharing insight, talking about things that we don't normally probably, you hear me? Talk about, all right? So this is the place to do that. If you have anything to say, leave it in the comments. If you like anything I said, hit that like button, all right? And subscribe to the channel, all right? This will be a dependable place for you to come to each and every Tuesday night and be a part of the family. Thank you. That's love. So I asked the question when we opened up, do you really know yourself? Do you really know what you're capable of? And if you do know those things, are you living up to that life that the Creator has made for you? All right, so those are powerful questions. And I think a lot of us really don't know ourselves. Me, myself, like I knew I was a certain type of person. I knew that I was a little different. I knew that I wanted to live my life differently, but I wasn't living up to the Creator's expectation. And that's a letdown. That's a letdown to the Creator. That's definitely a letdown to myself, because I see myself having so many blessings and being able to bless so many other people. But I feel like I'm letting myself down. I'm letting my family down. I'm letting the Creator down. And I'm letting all the people down that don't even know I could have touched them. That's where my brain is. That's what I be thinking about. You don't even know I could touch you, but I'm working on it, all right? So I'm here on this channel doing this. I'm writing books, my first book, but it will be books. And I'm really just trying to challenge myself. Do things that I may not be used to doing, but definitely capable of doing and doing a good job of it. So I just want to talk about the beauty and the power of really knowing yourself, okay? Because all day you have something else and someone else to look at. And oftentimes they're not really pouring positivity into you. It's just something to look at. All right, so it's okay to look at things and people and places and different faces, but what is it doing for you? How is it impacting your life? How is it making you better? So I want to talk about how well do you know yourself? All right, you know your name, you know your birthday, you know where you're from, but do you really know who you are? Now, one way to try to figure this out is to reflect. All right. I know I always talk about moving forward. OK, moving forward, being present, moving forward, being present, and not really getting caught up too much in the past. or the future and being in that moment. But sometimes you gotta self-reflect, okay? So you can project, okay? And eject all of that stuff that doesn't make you that beautiful person that you truly are. Do you even know the beautiful person that you truly are? Are you just sitting on all this beauty? Are you not sharing this beauty with the world? In your community, with your family, with your friends, with your babies, whoever. All right, so we gotta self-reflect and really say, okay, who am I? Jackie Chan, old movie, right? But who am I? Beanie Man, yo, want some sugar? All of that, right? So once we do that, I think that we'll be able to start to piece some of the puzzle together, all right? Because we are living puzzle pieces. It can be a 500, 1,000-piece puzzle, a 10-piece puzzle, whatever the puzzle is, we are all puzzles trying to put the right pieces together so we can see the clear vision and the clear picture of who we are, who we want to be, what we want to do, how we want to help and reach others, because really that's the beauty of life, right? I'm always talking about that beauty inside of us, but part of that being beautiful within ourselves is definitely going to be the ability to touch somebody else, okay? So just take time to reflect on the things that you've experienced and also allow yourself to think about the person you want to be, all right? Now, I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I want to be, I don't know, a trillionaire. You know what I mean? That's fine. You can want to be a trillionaire, but I'm just saying, at the same time, think about what you want to be within yourself. And then stuff like money and success and the things that you want to possess, that'll come naturally, okay? I'm a firm believer that once we figure out this, once we get this aligned, once we're able to focus spiritually, then everything else that we dealing with in this physical part of the world, the things we could touch, the people we could touch, it'll all come together, all right? Trust and believe that. The next point that I want to bring up is knowing our strengths and our weaknesses. We got to know our strengths and our weaknesses, okay? Now, with knowing your strengths and weaknesses, you capitalize on your strengths. Say, you know what? I'm really good at this, and I'm really bad at that. Okay, your strengths should allow your weaknesses to get stronger, okay? And if you focus primarily on those weaknesses, in time, they'll begin to strengthen. All right, so we got to address the things that are difficult and hard for us to talk about or even want to think about. We want to be forgetful. You're talking to a man who was depressed at one point in his life. Depressed. Unhappy with where I was in life. Unhappy with all the promise I saw for myself and was just letting it go and not going hard for it and not practicing on a regular basis and not being consistent. So financially broken, spiritually broken, environmentally broken. Everything was broke. So was my heart. So was my ambition. And that's what made me weak. So what I was doing was, in my weakness, getting drunk, getting high, that didn't change anything. Because guess what? When I sobered up, I was still in the same position, still dealing with the same circumstances. Didn't do nothing for me. In that moment, yeah, but in my mind, I'm still a bum, right? That's a bum mentality. That's me avoiding the things that I know I need to work on to be a better person, to be a better man, to be a better leader. Okay, so stop running away from vulnerability. Like, we gotta stop running away from that. Being vulnerable is a beautiful thing. Me sitting here telling y'all that I wasn't always this person that was so positive and trying to not only do something for myself, but my purpose involves you being a better individual. While I'm growing and glowing, I want you to grow and glow too. Okay, so be uncomfortable and make your days difficult. Challenge yourself. Challenge your circumstance. Because I believe when you do things like that, that's when the biggest shift in life takes place. That's you saying, you know what? I am who I am. I've been through what I've been through. I can't take that away. Again, that's behind me. But what I can do is connect with somebody else who's holding that in and don't want to share it. Who's not brave enough to say, I was depressed, I was a bum, I was an alcoholic, I was an addict. This is the place where we can talk about those things. This is the place where I can share that with you and not be ashamed of it. Don't be ashamed of who you was, because that's gonna stop you from claiming who you could be. All right, I just got deep right there. I just had a moment like, man, that was deep right there, right? Ashamed and claiming who you're meant to be. So let's make it a little lighter, okay? Real quick. Let's talk about hobbies and interests. Now, the only way for you to really understand some of the things that would really draw interest from you is by doing them. That sounds really easy, right? Just go do it. Nike, right? Just go do it. But a lot of times we could be with somebody who could be a homebody, somebody that's not outgoing. And we tend to take on that energy and apply it in our own lives, which prevents us from being that curious person, that prevents us from being that adventurous person, that prevents us from being that risk taker. All right? So if you're with your family, or if you're in a relationship, or you just around people in general that don't think that way, like, yo, I gotta try new stuff. I gotta do new things. I gotta put myself out there. You never really gonna know what you really could enjoy because you're not trying, you're not doing them. I think we just get really settled with what we're used to. We get really comfortable with what we're used to, and we don't go out there and try to change anything. You could be sitting on a diamond. You could be sitting on a gold mine. You could be sitting on your happiness. You could be sitting on your peace. But you're not willing. You're just dealing. What I mean by that? What you mean by that, King Omar Sharif? What you mean? You're not willing to go and challenge yourself and explore. But what you are committed to is dealing with your day-to-day, dealing with what you know, dealing with the things that take away from your shine. It's taken away from your shine. You don't even know how bright you can shine right now. You don't know. It's like the sun that never rises. I know it's there, but if it's not gonna come up in the morning, I'm gonna just see the moon all the time because, hey, the sun just don't feel like it. Hey, you know what? I don't even feel like shining today. I'm gonna just cool out. That's us. We sitting on our shine. And I challenge you to put some type of exercise into play where you challenge yourself so you don't dim your shine away. Yeah. I just mentioned a gold mine. Talking about money, right? But I have something else I want to talk about. What goal do you have in mind? Man, so poetic. We just got finished talking about a goal mine, but what goals do you have in mind? If you don't set goals, y'all, you're probably not going to see yourself progress. Maybe not at all, maybe not ever, or maybe at a much slower pace. And you know, patience is cool, but what if it's too much patience? Sometimes we can say things like patience is a virtue. Yeah, it is. But what if you too patient and before you know it, because you know tomorrow not promised, right? Life passes you by because you too patient. All right? And quite honestly, being too patient, at some point, once you all stressed out and going crazy inside your head and mad that you didn't take those chances that I was talking about earlier, there's a chance you might end up being a patient. Gown on. Name on your wrist. That stuff would drive you crazy. Like, man, I wasted another year. Man, I wasted another decade. Man, I wasted another moment. We're here to create memories, not only for ourselves, but whoever we love. And speaking of love, knowing yourself is one of the probably one of the most important principles in being able to love yourself. Okay? Because there's certain things that you would allow, certain things that you won't allow, certain people that you will be allowed to be a part of your life, and some people where you be like, ain't no way I'm letting you into this circle that I've created and I'm still creating. All right? So those are just a few things that I wanted to touch on. Get to know yourselves, please, 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 please. And then that love of self will increase and grow and might be the best thing you know. That's you. I'm feeling it. You know what else I'm feeling? These mint leaves, okay? I put my cousins on in Atlanta, sister, brother, y'all right here, to mint water. Real mint, putting it in your spring water or whatever kind of water you choose to drink. Mineral would be the best, okay? But they love it, just like I love it. That's why I'm drinking it every day, all right? Along with some other stuff, but I want to focus on this mint water. All right, raise your glasses, y'all. It's toast time. This toast is to us. Being able to stop wandering around and not knowing the direction or destination that we're headed to. Remember what I always say? Destination, destiny. This toast is to us being able to focus on us. This toast is to us being able to tap in to our inner selves. Tap in to your real self. Tap in to your loving self. Tap in to your peaceful self. Tap in to your successful self. Tap in to your purposeful self. That's what this is for. Hopefully this toast is touching somebody out there. If it's touching you, hit that like button. If it's touching you, subscribe to the channel. That's what we're doing. I'm in the business of touching people. All right? And not physically touching people. I'm gonna keep my hands to myself, but I wanna touch you right here. Right here. I wanna touch you right here, make you think about something that could change your life, change your circumstance. I wanna touch your spirit. I wanna touch your soul. So this toast is to us, y'all, being able to know ourselves, which will open the door for us to appreciate who we are and love ourselves even more. Give yourself a hug. Come on. Give yourself a hug. Tell yourself I am worthy. Tell yourself that. All right? So this toast is to vision. This toast is to us being able to have compassion for ourselves, love for ourselves, and definitely growth. All right? I love y'all. This is to us. Ooh, so good. This episode of the King Omar Sharif Show was presented solely for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for the advice of a physician, professional coach, psychotherapist, or any other qualified professional. All right, y'all, that is the end of tonight's show. I hope that somebody out there was able to feel this message. They're able to receive it. They're able to believe it. And knowing that whatever you believe, you can achieve. All right? So there's so much more to come, y'all. Like I said, each and every Tuesday night, if you enjoyed this show, again, subscribe to the channel. Yes, indeed, y'all. But there's so much more to come and so much more to see, like this show and this show. I can't wait to see y'all again next week. And as always, that's love.